It is too early to be here. It is officially like just after 5 o'clock in the morning. On Wednesdays, we have morning conference, so we have to arrive at 5 to round on our patients. And conferences from like 5:30 to 8:30. I'm gonna do my best to update y'all as the day goes on. But this is my second to last day of general surgery. Thank God. No more waking up at 4 to 4:15 a.m. I need that sleep. I need that rest. I love when people assume that I'm a doctor and not another position in the hospital. That, spot on, makes me feel so good.
Be identified very early on and treated. Blood cardiac injury is something that you'll probably notice if the patient is hooked up to what's.
So I have this little book that I keep track of my logs of patients that I've seen and stuff. And I was about to change it to my scrubs and realized that I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh crap, the only place I've gone this morning outside of morning conference was to the restroom. Hurried back, couldn't even put my scrubs on because our scrubs are restricted, so you can't wear them outside. And I found it, so I'm happy. And I need to do a better job and not lose my stuff. Now, off to go see dilation and curettage for OB-GYN surgery. Now they got these up to block the strike outside, y'all. This is crazy, because that's the strike. This hospital wild. Why would you block us from seeing the strike as if we don't know what y'all doing? That's real crazy, real crazy. We are making a pit stop. We just ate lunch and I'm very tired. On Wednesdays, we have to be here at 5 o'clock until I call an Uber or a Lyft because get on the train early is crazy and the train would get me here 20 minutes early or 15 minutes late and I'm not trying to be that early. So I called a Lyft, I think today, because that was the cheapest. It was less than $7. But I only got 7 hours of sleep because Bible study was hidden last night. So I was watching it on YouTube. And I went to sleep at 9 and bedtime is 8:30. And bedtime really should be 8:15. So I could get exactly 8 hours. But, yeah. Here we are. I went to 2 hysteroscopy surgeries this morning on gynecology service. And it was like a dilation and curettage, so DNC. And one of them, I think it was like endometrial polyps, and the other one was, or uterine polyps. And the other was a fibroid and a myomectomy and a polypectomy. And so the polypectomy is removing the polyps and the myomectomy is removing the fibroid. They have one more case, but I'm not going to go back to it. I'm going to go see a general surgery case since this is my second to last day on gen surge. And then we're going to get up out of here. I'm so tired. I need to get to bed on time tonight and do some practice questions because that midterm we took yesterday was a freaking joke. And I will tell y'all more about that later, but it ticked me off. And I want to put this in perspective. I got here at 5:02 this morning and I just took lunch at 1 p.m., which means I ate breakfast at 4:40. These hours, y'all, this is crazy. It's not sustainable. What the heck? Not me leaving with the sun, I said. It's giving what? But I was in for 3 cases today. So as I told y'all, the nurses are on strike. And I asked some people what their demands are. They want 32% increase in salary over 3 years and some educational benefits. And I'm sure in addition to some other things, but people didn't really know. So we have agency nurses and the ORs are functioning at half capacity. Let's just say when you've been somewhere and doing something for quite some time, you know what to expect and you know how things are gonna go. And if you knew, you don't know those things, right? So basically there were several shortcomings today, and all I'm saying is that nurses deserve more respect and get them their money, get them what they want. Because this hospital will crumble if we don't get them back and get them back soon. I don't know how long this is gonna go on, but everyone's gonna be impacted. And the people who are gonna be impacted most is gonna be the patients, these for real. Last day on general surgery, hallelujah. And of course I'm running out the house to the train because I was moving incredibly slow today. And I'm just kind of like, debated taking the Uber. And then it was like, nah, well, what money? So let's move your buttons. So I came in and I made the list with the patient's vitals and like patient updates from overnight. And now it's time for me to go pre-round on my patients. But before doing so, I'm gonna need to change into my scrubs because I came in workout clothes because I need to hit the gym today. And I'm definitely not about to go see them in this. So I have two patients that, let me just sit y'all down. I have two patients, actually I won't. I have two patients, one had a gastric sleeve, one had a gastric bypass, and the follow-up is you have to pass a 30, 60, 90 trial, which is like a small medicine cup, like if you were taking cough medicine, a cap of that is 30, 2 is 60, 3 or 90, to see how much your stomach can absorb or handle, because we've taken out a large part of their stomach to help with the weight loss process. And I was asking yesterday the difference between a sleeve and a bypass. And for the bypass, if you have comorbidities, so if you have like diabetes, then you will more so qualify for the bypass. You will lose more weight on bypass, but it's also at risk for more complications. Yeah, let me go see these patients.
And with minimal peak, and also has a poor or inadequate tidal volume. Here's normal heart rate, afebrile. What do you want to do next? So what is this problem? What kind of shock does this patient probably have with this hypotension and normal heart rate and paralysis?
Neurogenic.
Yeah. So we want a fluid load. So we want to load the tank and then give a vasoactive pressor.
I don't know if I chose normal.
So phenylephrine or.
That hand is not even a keychain. I remember one time I was concerned that he was gonna pass out.
From your brain down to your hands.
Confirming two patient identifiers. Okay, let's get all these things together.
Perfect. It should just
Daniel was like, I'm gonna do what I want to do over here. Why I don't never know how to take these needles off. Oh, huh? Oh, okay, I get it. No, I don't. There we go. So I was like, I was shallow at first, and then I was like, I see it. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna clean you up, Bookie. I'm gonna put a Band-Aid on. Well, actually, I will hold this goes.
perfect. Take that out.
Righty.
And then if we were to put the arms and the legs, which
I just like did some obstacle right here.
Listen, and don't you forget. Yep, turn on that oxygen tank that's not here. Place nasal cannula on patient with Crohn's. What's my nasal cannula?
Look at you like, what does this guy do? Yeah. So this is so try to put the have this connected to that before you put it on the person's face, just because otherwise you're pressing down in the face.
You right about it.
Yeah.
You know that's crazy because they showed them be doing that in the operating room.
What's that?
I don't know, having the stuff connected before.
Yeah, I don't know.
They be doing some wild stuff, okay?
Yeah. Okay, all right, good.
That's why you can get the test on there.
Wait, but the nebulizer, don't that still connect to this?
You gotta figure it out. This is so I'm here from 7 a.m. to 5:30. The only thing that's different about my day is how people figure out how to use a nebulizer. This is all I got.
Not the only thing that's different is crazy. Man, they got the stuff in all types of different locations. I'm gonna do a better setup for my next person, cause I got screwed.
What do you think goes in there?
The medicine.
Exactly. So how do you get it so you can put the medicine in there?
Here.
All right, we're on the right track. Good.
Here.
Yep. And this is just like a muffler kind of. It just like directs the exhaust out and away from the patient.
Yeah, but now do I connect this to this?
Nope.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm like.
So okay, so this is the BVM. This is just assisted ventilations. You know how to size it up?
Oh, yeah, you go like this.
Yeah, so you just kind of look at like how it's going to actually go
Yeah.
in the body. So you want to flip it 180 degrees. So like that, and then you insert it, get to the hard palate, and then once you get to the hard palate, then you rotate it. Okay. Yeah.
And you know what they be
Yeah,
telling me?
yeah.
Watch out for the patient's
'Cause
teeth.
then you'll learn. If I tell you, you forget.
this
If you
patient
figure it
can't-
out, you'll never forget it.
Yeah, look, you gotta get
This
up in
is-
there, girl.
This is all the pieces.
When you go in, you gotta kind of turn it.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, I saw those patients, did not get to go into the surgery that I planned to see, which was, I think it was like a cyst removal with the department head for a surgery. And I got called into an emergency case for an enterocutaneous fistula, which is an abnormal connection from the gut to the skin. And our resident that day was asking us on rounds, what are some things that could lead to this or what could cause it? So it's trauma, radiation. I think he gave us a mnemonic. It was friends, I believe. So what was the F? I know that R was radiation, I was inflammatory, E. Honestly, I probably should have reviewed this since then. This is now a few days since Thursday. So clearly life got so hectic on Thursday. I just didn't even remember to come back and update y'all on the case. But that case was projected to be 2 hours long and it wound up being like 5.5 because surgery and complications can arise, but everything was squared away. And it just showed me the interprofessionalism in surgery or any medical field and how like, just because you're the lead surgeon, that doesn't mean that if you don't know the answers, you can't ask for help. And that was nice to see as a student that an attending is not afraid to ask for assistance. We did have to scrub twice during that case because there was actual like a bowel perforation, so there was feces throughout the surgery. And then once we're cleaning up, you don't want to keep touching, like, although we were changing our gloves, but there was like feces on our gown, so we had to like scrub again, go back in. And again, the nurses are on strike, so that was the only surgery I did for that day. I did not leave the OR until after 2 o'clock, so that is when I ate and stuff. And on the last day, we all kind of left early because there weren't many cases, so I ate and then I left the hospital around 3 o'clock. I did not work out. The day was just a little bit too stressful for me. I was unable to work out, but I am done with general surgery. Now I'm moving on to neurosurgery for 2 weeks, but neuro will be split up because I'll have 1 week and then we go on Thanksgiving break for 1 week. Hallelujah. And then I'll go back for 1 week on neurosurgery and then end on cardiothoracic surgery. So that'll be super cool, super fun. Fun fact, I don't know if I've said this already, but my very first love for coming into medicine was to be a neurosurgeon. And you know, It's a Beautiful Day to Save Lives, Dr. Shepard, Dr. McDreamy on Grey's Anatomy. That used to be my favorite show as well. And I don't want to do that anymore, clearly, but I am still interested and intrigued by all the things that the brain can do. I think I kind of was turned off from it because residency is 7 years. And if you want to do a fellowship, you dang near gonna be training for like 10 years. And that's just too long for me as now being an older student. I'm not trying to be 50 years old and just now as an attending. But also it's kind of sad because, you know, like the patient population that you get, the mortality rate can be kind of high, but I admire and am inspired by all the things that they do. And I'm interested and anxious to see the many levels of neurosurgery as I start that tomorrow. So yeah, on Friday we had clinical intersections, had some like group lectures in the beginning and ended on some simulation labs. So I'll end the video with that. And this is actually what I thought medical school would be when I said I wanted to be a doctor and not all this classroom stuff. But we live, we learn, and y'all learn through me. I'll catch y'all in next week's video. Bye.